So this is Lucera, and Lucera has just been with us for a little under 2 weeks, and she's a very special little girl. This is one of the ones that I knew is going to live with me and stay here for the rest of her life. She's a very special story. She lived pretty much on the streets for about she's about 10 years old, and about 6 years, a kindly older couple saw her out there, and they did trap her and get her fixed. Nobody evaluated her at the vet clinic to see that she wasn't feral, and they just assumed she was. And so she basically was getting food from the people, but she didn't get any love or medical attention, which is fine. They actually saved her life by doing what they did. And so she came here because the parents, the lady died earlier this year, and the father was very ill, and their daughter, who is just a remarkable woman who lives in Tennessee, came out here to take her father back home with her because the father is very ill. And being an animal lover, the lady from Tennessee said, "I'm not going to leave all these cats." There were 6 or 7, 7 or 8, I think they were feeding, plus his 4 dogs, and she said, "I'm not leaving these animals, we have to do something." And so she placed all the cats in barn homes, or some of them were adoptable, but this little one, who was named Scruffy at the time, Scruffy nobody wanted. You can tell she's got problems with her ears, and when she came to me, she looked a lot worse too. Her coat and everything looked a lot worse. She's doing better now, except for the ears. And the wonderful woman did not leave her behind, and she called around. Nobody would take this cat, and I said, "I'll take her." I just felt in my heart, and I don't do this often anymore, but I really felt this one had to come here. I really didn't feel she'd make it if she went anywhere else. And so she brought her here, and this is a pretty advanced stage of squamous cell cancer in her ears. Tomorrow we're going to take her in for surgery. All her blood work came back fine. When she came here, she was very dehydrated, and she had some stool problems, and she was not in good shape. But I've been working with her. She's been on antibiotics, she's been on fluids. I've been force feeding her when she needed it at the beginning with some supplements to boost her immune system, and her blood work is looking good. So my vet feels fairly confident we can get most of these ears. We're going to have to take most of her ears off, but this has been done before, and just hope that this will bide her some time. And Cheeto wants to say hello at the same time. But hopefully this will bide her some time and give her a couple good years of life. If we don't do anything with the cancer, it will quickly spread to her face and then down to her jaw, and she will not live very long. So we're hoping it'll bide her a couple good years. But what's so amazing to me about this cat, and I think just what breaks my heart, is that this is not a feral cat. You can see that. And she lived out there, and probably early in her life belonged to somebody before they dumped her. And she wants love. She likes to sit on your lap. She likes to purr. She likes to be held. She's a very sweet girl. She's very scared after living on the streets for 10 years, but she's a sweetie, and it makes me sad that I have her now, but that she had to go through all this. And finally she's in a good place. But I'm just so grateful for that daughter, the lady who lives in Tennessee, that she took the initiative to place all those cats and bring Lucera to me. And I named her Lucera. Lucera is the mother of this wonderful woman who took her from her father's care and brought her to me. Lucera apparently means light in Spanish, and that was the name of this lady's mother, and I thought it was very appropriate. So this is little Lucy, or our Lucera, and she's going to have a big day tomorrow with surgery. And that's our girl. Hopefully the next picture you see of her in a few months, we're going to have no ears, but a lot better looking kitty, a lot healthier.